Hey babes, it's Sharonda Isadora and welcome to Brazen Babe Reviews. How y'all doing? So during this video, I'll be talking about this little book right here, which is The Best Women's Erotica of the Year, Volume 6. This anthology, which contains 20 different, very short stories by 20 different authors. Some authors we know, some authors we don't know, or what we would call new to you type authors. This volume is edited by Rachel Kramer Bussell, and its publisher is Cleese Press. Okay, so my overall thoughts of this book, I liked it for what it was. I think it is a very nice collection of short erotica stories. For me, with most anthologies, I thought some stories hit, some stories didn't. Some stories I just wasn't particularly interested in. But for the most part, it's a good anthology. So what I will do, I will let you guys know my top 4 stories inside of this book, and then out of those 4 stories, I'll let you know which one out of the whole damn book was it for me. So my top 4 stories were New Year's Chance by Shelley Bell, Spring Fling by Kyra Valentine, Calyx by Margaret Pierce, if I'm saying that right, and Cabinet of Curiosities by Olivia Waite. Those were my top 4 stories inside of this little baby right here. Out of those 4 stories, the best story inside of this book for me was Calyx by Margaret Pierce. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's spelled Calyx. Correct me if I'm not saying it right. I don't mind. That story hit for me because I felt like out of all of the stories, Margaret Pierce's story was the one that just really just gave readers exactly what it was. Also like the fact that the characters in her story were both older adults. They were in their 40s. This was a BDSM story, and it was a DS situation, but the woman was the dominant, the man was a submissive, but it was really done in a really classy, tasteful way. And it was probably also for me, probably like the most erotic story inside of this book. It was really just a well done story. Like, I love the chemistry between the two characters. And these are really short stories that are going on inside of this book. I mean, it's 20, so they're really short stories. And I feel like with her story, she led the situation to the erotic moment, and it just flowed. The situation just flowed very easily into the erotic sexual contact between the two folks. So that is my top story out of this whole book. It was just a great story. This book also, another overall thing about this thing, there's a nice mixture of stories in here. You have vanilla, like I said, you have BDSM, some, not easy BDSM, but not the too not the too much kinky BDSM. You have I do believe we have more than one, but we have polyamorous stories in here. It's really a nice mixture of stories, straight, gay, it's a really good mixture of stories in here. But like I said, some stories hit for me, some stories didn't. There was maybe like 1 or 2 stories in here I kind of was questioning, like, I don't know why they in here. But, overall, this is a really well done anthology. And I liked it a lot. It's good. And some of these authors, I've seen their names. I haven't read before. It if you're interested, if you had kind of like a peak of interest into investing in some of these authors, their stories in here will probably make you want to pick up books outside of the anthology. Even some of the new to you authors. Excuse the baby running and the noise in the background, and the dog. I found a couple of new to me authors, especially Margaret Pierce, that I might want to check out outside of the anthology as well. But for the most part, really great anthology. I like it. I'm gonna have to get off here, but out of this one, Margaret Pierce story was probably not even probably, but the top story inside of this book. So if you're so interested in erotica, stories are your thing, then check out Best Women's Erotica of the Year. This is volume 6. And until the next one, guys, later days. Bye.